You're not the only one. So we're going to start in 2 more minutes. There are days I wake up and I pinch myself. You're with me, not someone else. And I'm scared, yeah, I'm still scared. That is all a dream. 'Cause you still look perfect as days go by. Even the worst ones, you make me smile. I'd stop the world if it gave us time. 'Cause when you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, you got. Hey Nala, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Fine. 1 minute and we'll start.
Yeah. Sorry that nobody's coming.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
I love this song, huh? It's amazing.
Yeah. Sorry. Who's it from?
It's from Lucas Graham.
Oh.
Love.
Okay. Well, I know the
Yes.
singer, but I didn't know the song.
It's really good. I will pass you.
Yeah.
Even the worst ones make me smile. I'd stop the world if it gave us time. 'Cause when you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to. Okay, let's start.
Yeah.
With this. Amazing. Thank you for coming. Cool. So let's see. This will be super short, but this is super important for you as LCP. It's the most important. It's EV synergies. So let's start with me again. And yeah, I'm Sergio. Serge, you can call me Serge. Sergi, everything. POD. So technically, we will start with a definition of what synergy about. So technically, synergy is the interaction of cooperation of two or more organizations, substances, or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects. So technically, it's working together to make it happen in a simple way. That's synergy, and what we are going to focus right now, it's about EV synergies, how EV members, different departments, super different departments can work together and can make things happen, can make results happen, and that's super important for us. So yeah, that's our main topic. So let's go. First of all, defining which are the departments that we already have in our entities. Right now we have back office that are finance and PM, and we have front office that it's OGX and ICX, if you have ICX, obviously. And why marketing is in the middle? Because marketing is not a totally operative area and it's not totally back office area. So it's like that. They're in the middle. They are like the ones that we don't know why they are there, but they are super useful. But yeah, they are like in the half of everything. So that's why they have the two colors, like yellow and green one. So, and the other thing that we have in this, it's the LCP role. That is your role, specifically. So yeah, technically, why LCP is in the middle? Because at the end of everything, LCP is the last person to make the decisions. He's the one that makes all the decisions. So I know you have experienced that until now, and I'm sure you will be experienced that a lot of times, because anything that happens, anything that comes from to your entity has to be a decision either from the LCP or the whole EV together, but mainly from the LCP. So yeah, so you as LCP, yeah, you need to work with everyone. That's super important. LCPs work with each one of the members in the entity. but not directly with the members that are not like TLs or VPs directly to VPs, cannot directly with TLs, but you have a certain amount of responsibility to the members. Why? Because everything you say, everything you do will be downscaled to your members by your VPs. So yeah, technically HR and financial health depends at least level at the last level for LCPs because all the decisions are finally made by you. And sometimes it requires you to approach and see what's going on. That means that sometimes you have to go to the level of members and go and say them and teach them and see how what's going on, what's happening, make them feel that the experience is good and the experience is valuable for them. So yeah, that's the main thing you have to do if you see that there are some problems in your entity. Until then, everything okay, Nala?
Yeah, it's great.
Cool, amazing. So this is one of the most important things I want to you to understand right now. It's the work with LCP from each one of the different departments. First, we're going to go for back office. I put the marketing here because it's more back office from office, but yeah, it's a hybrid right now. Back office. So in back office, we have finance. So technically, I would like you to ask you, what do you do with finance as LCP? What do you think finance is important, and what's the synergy about?
For finance and other departments.
No, finance and LCP.
Okay. Um, hmm. I don't really know. I'm just thinking about the R&R system right now, like, just investing. So I think it has to be in, like, I think that as an LCP, you should know how your LC is going. So it's normal you have to know about the financial situation, and you have to kind of lead it to one direction, because with the LC reports and everything, what bottlenecks you have in your LC and everything. So you need to just, to lead it, and so to decide which investment should be made and which investment should be left out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the truth. That is 100% true. Yeah, finance and
Cool.
PM technically, the both
Yeah.
back office are like your both hands. Finance is your left hand or your right hand, and the other one is PM. Why? Because they kind of know all the organizational health at the end. All the results you have in OGV or in marketing and everywhere, they would be translated into financial or membership status. So to get to know you a little bit more, there is a corner we call the Power Corner in my entity, Bolivia, and maybe most of the entities they call like that, is the combination between LCP, finance, and PM. So the idea for that is that first finance, you as LCP, you get together with finance to analyze the financial status of your entity, as you said.
Mm.
We get together to define the execution plan of the budget and its destination. So technically, you and finance see what's going on with the execution of the budget, and then you see what you can do in order to increase it a little bit more or reduce it a little bit more because you're not getting that much income. So that's the idea. Get together and analyze the execution. Then you will get together to analyze and solve unexpected expenses. I don't know, for example, we have a meeting and we need to, you know, rent a data display. Okay, that's an unexpected expenses because we didn't expect to go for that. So yeah, that are expenses that we didn't know, but at the end, the final decision is made by the LCP. But you get together to analyze those. Then you structure with PM the final local R&R campaign. That's what you said. That's super true. That's super correct. PM, finance, and the LCP get together to analyze the R&R. Why? Because investment in membership means that you will be, providing them new tools, providing them new stuff so they can work better. And at the end, they get together to analyze financial reports and real status. Why? At the end of your term, you will get together and obviously every month to analyze what's happening from last month and what you can do for that. So technically, that's the main idea of the synergy between LCP and finance. And then PM, yeah, is the fluffy part. They are the fluffy people, but they are really important because they get together with LCP to analyze the human resources status of the entity. So technically, they will tell you that these members are doing good, these members are doing bad, these members need to be pushed a little bit more. So that's the main idea. Then you get together to analyze the execution of team standards in each one of the departments and also the PM processes. So what's that? For example, right now in July, August, you will get together a lot to analyze the recruitment campaign. So in the idea, in that part, is to get together to analyze what you are going to do, how you are going to attract people, if you are going to do online marketing, and require the help with marketing to get more people to apply for being a part of the entity, and so on. Then we have to analyze cases of happy members. Why I call what's a happy member? A happy member is a person that is there, is not doing anything, but because that's why he is happy or she is happy, and they are like there. So we need to analyze that status and approach them in order to know what's happening. They are not yet interested, if they don't feel that ISEC is contributing to themselves anymore, or if they are not feeling ISEC is being important for their life. So technically, that's the idea for getting together with your PM VP. It's super important for that. So yeah, that's the power corner. Why do you think it's important for you to get together with your VP marketing?
With marketing,
Yeah.
um, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Well, marketing is, I think it's the first thing people see and know about ISEC, like about the LC and ISEC in general. So it's important that just like in the national campaign, there's some consistency between what we are and like what we do and the groups and everything, and I think what we, how do you say, like the image that we send to
The
people.
brand?
What?
The brand?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yes. That's the idea.
yeah.
The great idea. Technically, marketing for you is to analyze with finance, obviously, to the investment that you are going to do in order to take attraction. Not only attraction in terms of products, in terms of GV, GE, GT, it's attraction in terms of membership too. We need to attract membership to analyze for the recurring campaign, if we're following the brand, if we're following the minimums, and so on, as marketing. So that's the first thing. Then updates and strategies about performance and how to boost it. Technically, you have to get to analyze what's happening in marketing, if you are getting the people that you need, and you are attracting the correct people, and then to analyze the strategies to boost it. And at the end, the presentation plans. Marketing is not only about OGV, OGE, OGT, or members. It's also about external presentation. So technically, if marketing wants to partner with a company, they would talk to you and say, okay, we need to arrange this. We need to have a meeting with the representative of this company, and then we're going to meet them and propose this. So technically, you both together need to analyze what they are going to propose to the company in order to get an investment, in order to get some, I don't know, support for your conference, for trips, for t-shirts, for everything you need to analyze together to see how you are going to approach. Because at the end, the first representative of the entity in external space is the LCP. One of the most important things is that you represent the entity outside. Super important. Then let's go for the operational side. For operational side, we have ICX and OGX, as you know.
Mm.
For ICX, you run ICX? No.
No, not anymore.
Okay, well, I'm going to explain you a little bit more about it. If you are going to run later on, it will be amazing. But what's ICX? For ICX, you get together to analyze the status of cases, problems that can happen when you have value delivery, and only if those problems cannot be solved by the VPs. If the problem is really big, you have to get together, analyze with the other LCP, and see what's the best solution for that. Then analyze investment. Uh, you know, if you have a customer flow in ICX, you have to invest a lot of things. If you need to have a department to get EPs there, or maybe you need some money to do a EP package or do the income preparation seminar or so on. So technically, you have to invest. So that's why you have to get together with also finance to analyze is it feasible for you to get to run those investments. And finally, what's that representation? Maybe you get the opportunity to partner. I don't know. If you run IGT, you get the opportunity to partner with Apple, and you know you can get more than only opportunities for your EPs from Apple. So you get together to analyze what other options you can get from that. Maybe you can get some sponsorship, or maybe you can get support to find in some places for a conference. I don't know. There are so many ways to get really good things from ICX partnerships because normally we give them interns, but we can also get some things from that part. Cool.
Yeah.
Now for OGX. OGX is your operations. Technically, they are your legs that make you walk through your goal. So technically, if you want to meet with OGX, why? Because you need to see updates about what's happening, about value delivery. If your EPs are having problems outside, you need to know that. You need to see how to solve that entity to entity and see what are the problems and how to make it like a good way to go smoothly and don't create a really big case if it's not necessary, of course. Then we need to analyze investments because also OGX invests in all the operations. We have, if you have EP packages for the EPs when they go abroad, like it's super nice when you are an EP and you get a T-shirt of the entity and you're like, yeah, I'm French, I came because of France and I speak in France, super nice. That's an investment technically. So we need to analyze those things, those minor things that are really important. So talking about the meetings, then you have an EP meeting every week. It's super important to have that weekly to get together and analyze things. If you want to know more, like for example, to get it together, finance and PM, the three of us, it's good to have a bi-weekly meeting so you can analyze what's happening and if you need to do something. It's a super fast meeting. It's not a meeting that would last too much. It's only analyzing and see what you can do. It's super fast meeting. You can also do online if you want to, if you don't have the accessibility to make it physical, but it's okay. It's a twice a month meeting, so you can analyze things. To get together with each one of your VPs, it's super important that you have at least a meeting with each one of them once per month. First of all, to analyze how the experience as VP is going, and also to analyze what you can do for the next month. When I was LCP, I used to do that the last week of the month because we get together to a strategy to run the next month better. So that's the idea. To have a meeting with them to analyze that. It has to be apart from the meetings because it has to be a neutral space. It has to be a one-to-one space, and it has to be a space where you can talk freely. So that's the idea of how synergies can work. So yeah, that's super important. But how you difference the meeting between a synergy meeting and a tracking meeting? What do you think is the difference?
That's a good question. Well, I think a tracking meeting is about, of course, like tracking the results.
Yeah.
So about like whether the goals have been reached or not, all of that, and maybe how to solve the issues that have been met. For a synergy meeting, it's like a one-to-one with it's still a one-to-one with the VPs, or is it like with every VP, like an EBM?
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's nice. Okay, yep. Technically, that's a bit of an idea. Synergy. When we talk about synergies, you talk about investment strategies, membership status. You don't talk about numbers that much, just a little. A little. Some numbers are like relatively more important, like how many members are staying in the department for this next month or something like that. And then you have the tracking one that is about performance. all about performance, number of approvals, number of realizations, number of everything. So that's a good idea to analyze and to take into account when you are taking your meetings. Then second thing, when you have a synergy meeting, you are designing the next steps to ensure sustainability and healthy growth. So technically, if you're meeting with your finance, you won't analyze like how much money you are getting. You are going to analyze how you can ensure that the growth will be sustainable and will be organizationally healthy for your entity. And then the other side, when you're tracking, you analyze the achievement of the goals. What are the next steps to get to the goals? So if you have a meeting, a synergy meeting with your OGX would be about analyzing if it's sustainable to get a higher goal for the next month. But if you're tracking that, you're going to see what are the next steps to get to that goal, like the specific next steps, so you can track them and you can say, okay, did you do that? You achieve that. So technically, that's the difference again. And the last difference I could find is decide new strategies to enhance members and external experiences. What is that about? It's all about the representation thing. You get together to analyze how you can make the experience of the membership a bit better, a bit more
Yeah.
enjoyable, and so they can, have the best experience. And also for externals, because as you know, we have the side from people from outside of ISEC and the side from people from inside of ISEC as all the companies. So you have to show them that why it's good to work with ISEC, why it's good to work with my entity for externals. So you have to analyze that in Synergy. That's technically more for marketing, but also for the operational part. And tracking why new strategies to a goal and mini goals. So technically, as you said, the main difference is Synergy is about strategy things, some more like soft skill things, some soft skill measurables, and in tracking you are tracking the more tangible measurables. So that's the main idea. Got? Is good? No.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, nice,
Hear you for like
amazing.
2 minutes.
Okay, good. Let let's then go. What are the synergies between VPs itself, like inside the ED? You were VP before.
Yeah. I was
Which
the
were
VPIC.
okay, nice. So what were your most important synergies?
With the LCP.
No, as a VP.
Ah. So with the other VPs.
Yeah.
Okay. Mostly with finance because she had to like be aware of the potential contracts that we could have to make her budget, and we didn't have PM. And I think one mistake we made is that we weren't really close to the marketing angle because marketing was really weak. So we only reserved that for OGX instead of putting it in ICX2 because we would have needed that really bad. But yeah, it
Okay,
was mostly uh,
that's
FNL.
important. You have, for example, finance and operational put operations taking into account marketing there. So technically, finance and operations is all about investments. If you will execute your budget, you need flyers, or you need things to make it happen, to make new numbers and so on, then you need to get together with operations. Why? As finance, because you need to analyze that all the numbers that you do in terms of approvals and so on, they will translate into results in financial results. So technically, all the approvals will translate into money. That's the truth, and they will help you to make more investments. So the idea for that is to get together to analyze how are going, and if you are not doing some results, technically that will be really affecting to your finance status. Then reviewing the relationship between operational numbers got generated by finance. That's already said, and review the implementation of the information gathering from EPs. Technically, contracts, passport, copy, and so on. If you are OGX, they are super important for you to do the exchange. So that will be gathered by OGX, but then it will be sent to finance because they're going to do the audits. And from the other side, for ICX, you need to gather obviously the passport, you need to gather the contract when they come, you need to gather all the things, all the little things that are important for them to make it happen. You know, all the little things that are really important to control all the phases. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's why finance is important. Then PM, it's super important for us PM with Go with operations, as you said, to see the real status of the membership and see how they're implementing team standards and PM processes. Because technically, PM processes and team standards ensure you to have a good quality of membership. Then to see if the experiences are being good in terms of performance, good performance members, low performance members, how they are engaged with the entity. For example, happy members like the ones that don't do anything, and also like the satisfied members that they are really satisfied with the result and what they are learning in ISEC. And finally, analyze the peaks to implement into education cycles. Okay, so technically this would be for you to analyze which education cycle would be in which part of the year. For example, right now we are going to focus on realization cycle, education cycle. Then you are going to focus on more of, or about apply and attraction part of the year. Then you are going to go all about approvals and so on. So there are different peaks of the year, and you have to get together to analyze which is the best no strategy to go to educate the membership because they have to learn. And at the end, you have the inside the inside synergy that is marketing with OGX and ICX that in Americas at least we call it the youth corner. So technically it's the people that are going to be the face in terms of experiences with ISEC. So you will define strategies to how to approach, to how analyze the results, how to choose the best market for your entity. For example, marketing attract people. But they won't attract like, okay, you want to go for exchange, just that. No, they will see like, okay, OGX have these partnerships that marketing study at the university to say people from this business school they prefer to go on a GT to this country because it's more professional. So that strategy has to be downscaled and talk together as two different departments, but go work in a synergy that both of you would analyze and say, okay, yeah, that's a really, really good option to go. Then review, you have to also study new markets. For example, you cannot go for the same university all your life, or maybe you cannot go for the same department inside the university all the time because the market will be super overdeveloped, and at the end, people won't be will be like rejecting ISA technically. Why? Because people don't like to receive offers like, for example, if you are walking on the street, I don't think that it's good for you to all the time the same person offering you the same product and you already said no. Why is that? Because people get have the idea like they will buy things that they think that are really good to them, but they won't buy things that they are repeatedly being sold by for them. So you have to give them a space to breathe and to analyze obviously if that's a good opportunity for them. If you are not reaching the goals with a market with some opportunities, maybe it's because it's not the best analysis of the market. So that's why OGX and marketing have to get together to see what are the new markets they can go. And finally, you have to generate a calendar of events. So technically, you cannot do like everyone does in all the countries. It's like, okay, marketing do the attraction thing, and I will do the sellings. No, you have to go together and as a synergy and divide the work. Like marketing is going to, yeah, they are going to do the event, but at the end, OGV will go, OGV or G or GT, they are going to sell the product. But sometimes OGX has to help marketing to create the event because what are the things? Marketing analyze things by data, and OGX analyze things by experience. So technically, OGX can tell, okay, you analyze this data, but right now it's not working for our entity. So we change the focus and go for this side. So that's the idea. To analyze from those parts, from both parts, the experience and the data part, in a way that they can work together and they can support each other. So you got it?
Yeah.
Amazing. So let's go. That's technically it. That's how everything has to be. I recommend you to track all the meetings too, all the PP's meetings too. Not being there because it will be too much of meetings for you, but I recommend you to like check this out. If you have like say, okay, what did you discuss in this synergy meeting? What did you discuss in this synergy meeting? So that will be like by weekly too. Why? Because if you do a like weekly meeting for VPs, it will be also a lot of like pressure and time for them. But bi-weekly is good because every 2 weeks you can see a higher difference between the different times. Technically, every 2 weeks you can see more results and then you can analyze things better. So that's the idea. That's the main idea. Do you have any doubts from here?
What?
Do you have any doubts?
I don't know.
No, nothing. Everything's clear as
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, amazing. Yeah, that's why I chose Frozen. Everything has to be clear.
Really cool. I'm watching as a Jeep right now.
I love Disney, to be honest. I love
Yeah,
it.
me too.
That's amazing. That's really cool. That's good because you live in France, so you can go easily to Disney in Paris. Yeah. So yeah, that will be all from my side. If you have any doubts about how to track your VPs, how to make the synergies work, because you also need to create those feedback spaces between synergies, just approach me. I will be there to help you out with whatever you need. So yeah, that will be all from my side. And don't forget to tell your VPs to feel the sauna and
Yeah.
everything. Okay, please. Yeah, that will be all from my side.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.